Hello everyone, let's face it. We are all fallible human beings. Many of our errors may have a profound impact on our lives, and occasionally they can make us feel as though today is the worst day ever. There's no need to elaborate, as many of us have encountered these circumstances on a regular basis. There are others who think that even the worst blunders can present fresh possibilities and lessons, despite the fact that most individuals give up easily under pressure. These lessons have the power to completely alter our perspective and motivate us to continue forward. This is precisely what happened to a young couple who took a chance on a project that is now being watched by everyone in the world, Cale Hunter and Claire Sargarian, the protagonists of our tale today. But first things first, welcome to USA Stories channel. Do not forget to subscribe and activate the bell button to receive all new updates. Now let's go to the story. A young British couple made the decision to follow their passion while still in their undergraduate years. After years of careful saving, the young couple was finally able to accumulate enough cash to purchase their own home. Hunter and Sargarian began looking for a place to live together after graduating. Their quest was short-lived, as they soon discovered what appeared to be perfect lodging at a very attractive cost. They discovered a two-room, fire-damaged flat in Glasgow, while perusing the goods of an auction held in Scotland. Since the flat only cost $37,000 and they didn't intend to spend much on renovations, this information didn't deter them. Thus, something completely unanticipated occurred just as the young couple was hoping to move into their new house as quickly as possible. It was just another typical day. Hunter obtained their desired flat at the auction by placing a bid. He transferred the whole cash just one day later and was ready to start the paperwork. It resembled a dream realized. It wasn't quite so, though. The young man nearly passed out when he saw the paperwork, in fact. The 26-year-old man had unintentionally bid on the incorrect property, it turned out. Rather than purchasing the apartment he and Claire had jointly selected, he ultimately purchased an abandoned property. The man sought to undo the proceedings as soon as he discovered what had transpired and hurried to the auction officials. But because there was nothing more that could be done at that point, they merely shook their heads. Even worse, Hunter was worried about Claire's response when she returned because she was out of the country at the time. Put yourself in his position for a moment. The money you've been eking out for years has vanished, spent on something you didn't even desire. In the end, he did admit his error to Claire. Fortunately, the child accepted the news well and showed understanding. Well, the house can't be that bad, she reasoned. But she was terribly mistaken. The couple had high hopes at the time and intended to handle all the repairs themselves. The mansion looked run down, but inside they felt comfortable. They could sense the distinct atmosphere of the house from the photos. Hunter and Sargarian were eager to see their vision come to life, as they were committed to transforming this land into a stunning work of art. But what they were about to witness would really take them by surprise. Claire and Cale flew 255 kilometers from Glasgow to view their recently acquired house, which was a 120-year-old mansion, just a few days after they bought it. As the couple approached the little estate, it was obvious that improvements would require a lot more time and work than they had anticipated. The roof had nearly fallen, and every window in the home was smashed. The home was classified as unsafe by the local authorities due to one of its corners deeply sinking into the earth. That explains the low cost of the home. The couple was obviously distressed, yet they continued to have faith that everything would work out well. They imagined this restored old house to be a magnificent palace with a rich past, and thus their next issue was the house they had paid $37,000 for. Hunter and Sargarian had an idea for a home improvement project, but they quickly realized they wouldn't have the money for it. They could have just relisted it for sale and gone back to their leased flat, but they decided against it. It was just not feasible for them to employ construction workers, so they had to do everything themselves. So they placed a little trailer they had hired in the mansion's garden. While the renovations were being made, they intended to reside there. I mean, how could the little trailer be comfy at all? It had no running water or power at all. The couple put all of their money aside, and before long, they had enough cash to begin this amazing undertaking. However, since they couldn't afford to hire specialists, the young people quickly realized that they needed more than just money. They also needed some extra hands. Thankfully, the couple's friends saw how difficult things were for them and reached out to support them in every way they could. While putting a lot of effort into the repairs, the young couple encountered fresh difficulties nearly every day. For instance, the supply car once became stuck in the driveway. Another time, there was no way to replace a broken water line. In addition, the unfortunate couple had to seek for the primary electrical wire to link their home to the electricity grid for about 5 months, and that was only the start of their ordeal. As the previous roof had nearly collapsed, Hunter and Sargarian were also in need of a new one. However, they needed to reinforce the walls before they could begin work on the roof. They realized that it would be a while before they could move into their new house as a result of all these difficulties. Nobody knows how this tale would have progressed if the pair hadn't gained a lot of popularity in Glasgow's outskirts. It would have been far easier to simply pull down the home and build a new one, but few individuals would have the courage to embark on this type of restoration effort. But the financial concerns are at the center of it all. Following some time spent witnessing this couple's struggles, the neighborhood decided to support their new neighbors. They let the couple to cook in their kitchens, baths, and even with running water. In this manner, they assisted the couple as needed on site and encouraged them to go on. Afterwards, when Hunter and Sargarian were broke, their friends suggested that they create an Instagram profile where they would document every step of the remodeling process. They currently have over 160,000 followers, many of whom provide them with financial support. Hunter and I jest about this all the time. We are certain that we can overcome practically anything if we can get through the restoration of this home as a team. With a smile, Claire continues, "This project has strengthened our relationship from the ground up, and the two of us have become its hostages." When the couple began removing clutter from the area surrounding the home to make place for construction equipment, renovation work was well underway. After spending more than a week clearing out all the debris, they intended to renovate the interior of the house. They purchased protective vests, helmets, masks, and gloves since they recognized that safety equipment was required due to the mansion's age. They didn't have much spare time. 2019 saw their first significant accomplishment, which came about over a year after the home was purchased. The couple celebrated opening their first bottle of champagne in their new house after successfully connecting their land to the electrical grid. We refer to our acquisition as a fortunate mishap. We appreciate the process, even if restoration is challenging. Every day, more and more ideas pop into Kale's head, she adds, grinning. We've decided to take on this task. The young couple want to convert this house into 3 flats, 2 of which they would rent out, as it is undoubtedly too large for them. The third will remain their residence. In this manner, the home will become 3 fully furnished 2-bedroom flats. Since the majority of the house's floors had either rotted through or collapsed, the next phase of the project involved restoring the floorboards. The couple was baffled for a long time as to why there were birds chirping inside the house. Claire created a scarecrow to scare away a big flock of crows that had taken up residence on the roof. Seeing the young, inexperienced couple conquer all of these challenges is thrilling. For instance, Claire, a sensitive young woman, used to have a severe fear of heights before to the initiative. She frequently had to confront her anxieties while remodeling the estate. She had to stand on the scaffolding while they strengthened the walls, which made it very challenging. When she first started to climb the structure, the child had trouble breathing. She overcame her fear of heights, though, and she is now quite proud of that accomplishment. To claim that their endeavor was easy and painless would be erroneous. In actuality, they ran into problems at every turn. They just did not have an oven, so they frequently had to cook over an open flame, and they washed their clothes in a stream since they lacked a washing machine. Much mined internet. The trailer was first positioned in an awkward location near to the road. After clearing much of the area, the couple hauled it to a new location so they could finally wake up to the sound of birds singing rather than sirens blaring from nearby automobiles. In the backyard, the couple also erected a comfortable tent complete with a bed, a table, a mini fridge, and other conveniences. With some assistance from their friends and neighbors, they were able to finish the roof restoration by the end of 2019. We were ecstatic to have reached this significant milestone. Right there on our estate's rooftop, we cracked open a second bottle of champagne. We could rebuild the entire house since we constructed this roof ourselves, Sargarian said. The young couple's accomplishments fill those around them with pride. There is still much to be done, but a lot of work has already been completed, and it will undoubtedly be difficult labor. But everyone is in awe of Claire and Cale's ability to stay upbeat despite everything. Under pressure, most couples would just break up, but these two have gotten even closer. It's true that things were difficult. They had mistakenly used all of their resources on the purchase of an ancient, dilapidated property, leaving them without enough cash to rent an apartment. The couple was forced to do things they had never done before in their lives: move into an unequipped trailer, learn how to fix things themselves, and face new challenges. But all of this had just served to demonstrate their sincere love for one another. It should be mentioned that although the couple is currently renovating their property, they are coming closer to their objective every day. The couple's life has completely transformed as a result of purchasing an old property and renovating it. They did not give up. Even though they had purchased a 120-year-old home by mistake, they invested their time, effort, and passion into it. Furthermore, the couple has already had several bids to purchase their home, which has already resulted in a tenfold increase in price. But since they had already forged a connection with the land, Hunter and Sargarian declined their request. Furthermore, the home is situated in an exceptionally picturesque neighborhood and is a historical landmark. After the repairs are finished, the home may cost more than $1 million because of its recent surge in popularity brought about by the widespread media coverage of this touching tale of the sad couple. The two do not, however, currently have plans to sell it. It's like some sort of reality show, with thousands of fans from all around the world watching them work on their project every day. Based on the rate of construction, we may predict that the couple's goal of buying a comfortable house may eventually materialize as early as next year. That concludes the tale. It demonstrates to us how a single poor choice may alter one's whole life. The young couple is stuck in this circumstance because of a single mistake, but it's amazing how they persevered, approached it with hope, and could even make this into a successful endeavor. In their position, how would you respond? Tell us in the space provided for comments. We're done for today. Please rate our video if you like it. I'll see you shortly. Please remember to subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our videos. If you enjoyed the tale, the next video that plays on your screen will probably move you too.